All right, it's Bill here, and here's my thoughts on a 5-3 win for the Toronto Maple Leafs over the Tampa Bay Lightning. And the first thing I thought about when this game started was, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. There used to be a horrible song the Leafs used to play all the time. It's from Welcome Back, Carter. It used to be a TV show. Yeah, I think the singer was John Sebastian. And the Leafs were... their owner was Harold Ballard, and Harold Ballard was one of the worst owners that ever existed, and that's probably why the Leafs hadn't won anything for 20 years of the 55 that they haven't won anything. Oh, sorry, no, it's like 57. But they used to, once Harold Ballard was gone, they decided that now they're going to welcome back players, and I had been in games, and they'd start welcome back. This Welcome Back, Cotter. It used to be a TV show back when John Travolta didn't have fake hair. It was terrible. It was kind of embarrassing to be a Leaf fan when you're there. And then all of a sudden, the games I went to, Welcome Back, and it was like Bob McGill or Bill Root or Chris Kotsopoulos or some nonsense like that. But anyways, welcome back. You got Austin Matthews. And Matthew Knies back in the lineup, which was big. Love the fact that Chief Strongbow there decided to keep Mitchie Boitano with Johnny T, and they let Matthews go with Knies and Nylander, which gave you two good lines, and then you had your two AHL lines, and you're going up against Tampa Bay Lightning. First period, I thought the Leafs were a little bit flat, but we have a goalie. This is the difference between last year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 years ago Leafs. You have two good goalies. Joseph Woll, you can watch my videos back for the last 2 years. I will tell you all of the time that Joseph Woll is something. There's something there. I haven't said that about a goalie since probably, Belfour was obviously a good goalie, but Potvin, Joseph Woll has something. And Stolarz is solid. So now the Leafs have two good goalies. And Joseph Woll stood on his head tonight. First star, second star, third star is Joseph Woll. I mean, look at the goals that went in on him. Like, two of them were kicked in. One off his own player's skate and one off another player's skate. Or Cam Atkinson's skate or whatever it was. But just a big game. He made... so we'll get into the game. But first of all, the Leafs started off flat. But I don't know. What do the Leafs have on Vasilevsky? Guy can't stop a puck against the Leafs. And it was a nice turnover in the zone. Nylander with a nice spin move. Makes a great pass to Matthews. Matthews over to Chris Tanev, who had a hell of a game. Big shot. And tip in by Matthew Knies, who's sitting right in front of the goalie. Go to the net! And Matthew Knies scores, and it makes it 1-0. Again, I thought the Leafs were pretty flat for that first period. I didn't like it. You had Tampa Bay coming off a back-to-back. And we'll talk about that back-to-back later on in the game. But you think that, Leafs have been sitting. Maybe they partied too much in Florida. I don't know. Went to Tampa Bay. Found some nightlife. I don't know what it was. But they came out really flat. But you're up 1-0. And then... Oliver Ekman-Larsson, when did you go to the Alex Galchenyuk school of spin around on your own blue line and fire it and hope for the best? That play never works. And it didn't, and it was a breakaway. And just a hell of a save by Woll, keep it 1-0. The second period starts, and all of a sudden the Leafs show up. The Leafs brought it to them. Now, I will notice to every one of you Leaf fans, if you watch the game... Who did John Cooper put up against Tavares? Who was that? I must have missed something. What line did they put up against Tavares? Oh, Braden Point? Oh, surprising. Of course they're going to put Braden Point against Johnny Tay because he ate him up all night. But in the second period, it started to go a little bit the other way. I thought Mitchie Boitano had a pretty good night tonight. Nylander showed up for the first and second period. I don't know what he was doing the third, but he wasn't around for the third. But anyways, the Leafs in the second period started bringing it in, and then it was a big goal. It was play where Johnny T lost the puck. But it went to Marner, who gave it to Holmberg, who gave it to Tanev, who rips it home. And then you got 30 seconds after that, Nick Robertson fires his puck. Like, that's a shot. Okay, now, Nicky had a tough game when it came in the defensive zone, but that was a nice shot. So, okay, we'll take that. And it was 3-0. And then you got Johnny T shooting from behind the net, or shooting from not even looking at the net. And I got to tell you, Vasilevsky was awful tonight. He was awful the first time they played the Leafs, and he's been off. He was awful when they played him in the playoffs. I don't know what Vasilevsky does against the Leafs, but he's not very good. And by the way, I am not complaining about it. Be bad, Vasilevsky, against the Leafs. Be bad. Be very, very bad. I don't mind it. And then you get and then, of course, the Leafs. We lose someone. Jake McCabe takes a puck to what appeared to be his ear, which I can't imagine feels very good. So he was out for the rest of the game. That, I don't know, were they treating for concussion? I don't know. Anyway, so we welcome back, and then we say, see you later, to another, to a defenseman. I guess that's Hakanpää. We'll get back in the lineup, I guess, if McCabe's out for a little while. But again, I thought the defense played pretty decently tonight. The goalie was great, and we've got 2 good lines, and we got 2 AHL lines, and those 2 AHL lines got fed. But, okay, fair enough. Robertson got a goal, so there you go. And then third period, it just seemed flat again. I was looking, going, I thought it was great at the beginning. I thought, okay, the Leafs are bringing it. They're bringing some pressure. And then they just went flat. They were like, oh, it's 4-0. We'll just take the gas off. And all of a sudden, Tampa Bay, who played the night before, was in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, granted, the Nashville, Tennessee flight to Tampa Bay can't be a large one. But it's not like they got a good night's sleep. They would have probably showed up around 1 o'clock in the morning. And they decided to just go nuts in the last, 12 minutes of that period. And the Leafs sat back and watched them. Just watched them. And the first goal was a one-timer off the post by Eyssimont. And then you got 2 kickers in the net, one by Connor Timmins and one by Cam Atkinson. And now you're hanging on for dear life. This game didn't have to be like that. I don't understand how a team that's going to be tired from playing the night before, and you just don't match. I was watching Matthews and Nylander just sitting with one hand on the stick, hoping for the best before friggin' Atkinson scored. What is going on? Just give it 5 minutes of effort. You hadn't played in 3 days, and if you're Matthews, you hadn't played in 26 days. You should have a little bit of energy at the end there. No, they got kind of lucky that there was a a pass. Now I'm going to talk about, again, we're Mickey Mouse refs, right? Like, I would love to know the NHL. Like, are you complaining about the refs? I rarely complain about the refs, but this one was silly. Okay, so Jake Gensel, who, by the way, that's a bad free agency signing there, Tampa Bay. Terrible, by the way, terrible. Now Stamkos is terrible. You could have spent your money elsewhere. Jake Gensel, he's not that good. But anyways, he gets a cross-check from Larson, and then Cicerelli. I'm going back to my 90s days where Cicerelli's chopping off Luke Richardson's head. But Chiarelli cross-checks Larson right after it. There's 2 cross-checks. There's the Larson one, and then there's the Chiarelli one, and the ref goes, you know what? I only saw the Larson one. There's only one. One penalty for the cross-check. There were 2 in a row right in front of you, bud. Kind of rough. Mickey Mouse refs. Mickey Mouse. I get the cross. Okay, you're going to call Larson on the cross check. Okay, I got that. That's in my mind. I got that. Figured that one out. Thank you. Now, Chiarelli cross checks Larson right after it. Like right after it. It's not like it's like 10 minutes down the road and the ref's looking the other way. Right after it. And he goes, you know what? Cross check for Larson. Like, what kind of bullshit? The refs are just disgustingly bad. They're as bad as NFL referees. And that's saying something because the NFL is special. It is special. Like, oh, NBA's bad too. LeBron James gets a gust of wind on the guy who's built like a brick. And he foul. Like, come on. Like, have some sense. Like, how do you, is it Walcom, Stephen Walcom? I think it's Stephen Walcom. How do you judge the ref after the game? Okay, let me get this right. Gonna hang with me here. So Larson cross-checks Gensel. Okay, I got that one. Okay, that's 2 minutes. I got that part. I got no problem with that. That's 2 minutes. 2 minutes, right there, no problem. But right after, like, it's 2 seconds later, Torelli cross-checks Larson the other way, and the guy goes, you know what? Not 2 minutes. No, there's only 2 minutes to Larson because he did the first cross-check. The second cross-check, that's free. You're allowed to do whatever you want. I'm waiting to see what the third cross-check would have been to a head, and was like, nope, I only can call the first one. My eyes have shut off. I have gone off. Who are the refs in this game? Justin Key and TJ Luxmore. Never heard of you. TJ Luxmore. I'm hoping that's the last games you ref. Whoever it was that made that mistake. That was bad. Man. And they scored on the power play. But the Leafs hung on. And again, Nylander. Again, just take step over the red line before you shoot it. I know it went in the net, so we're all cheering, going, way to go, Willie. But the right place to get over the red line before you make the play. They score. They make it 5-3. Again, I thought the Leafs played a really great second period. And not a bad start to the third. And then they just sat back and watched against the team who played the night before. If I'm Chief Craig Strombo, I'm not happy about that third period effort. But it's a win. So be happy. Oh, by the way, for your Alex Nylander fans, not Willie, for Alex Nylander fans, I think it was about 6:15 into the first period. Just watch that and understand why I just detest the guy. The guy's a chicken. Oh, I'm going to go for the puck. Oh, he's going for the puck. He sees the guy. He goes, oh, no, that's not my puck. I'm not. Can we just put Alex Nylander in the AHL where he needs to be? Stop the nonsense. I know we got injuries, but like put someone who will actually go to the net. Go get the puck. Anyways, I'm done. Leafs win. Joseph Wall, fantastic defense. Except for the Larson, Alex Galchenyuk impression was pretty decent tonight. Leafs win. They play on Monday on Prime, which I'll watch the Leaf game when I get home from darts. It'll be a late video. But anyways, cheers.